Welcome to the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Chrissy and Carrie.
Hello, junkies. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Chrissy.
Are you stuffed from all the Valentine's Day dinners, food, snacks, picnics, restaurants?
No restaurants, as we discussed.
I know.
But yeah, no, I think everything came together just fine. And we were reasonable.
So I'm taking it that's what prompted you for today's show topic, Chrissy?
Well, it took a little bit of reflection, and then I sort of had PTSD about remembering some of the things that I was exposed to. Don't know if anybody else knows all of these items. And if you do, then I'm glad to hear that I'm not the only one that was exposed, because some of this stuff is just gross. I actually had to look it up just to make sure I wasn't like having remembrances of like a nightmare that wasn't even real. So
yes, yummy. So we're talking about food today.
Dysfunctional food.
Dysfunctional food. And
In your opinion.
In our opinion, we don't want to upset anybody who maybe.
But in our show notes, I found it quite funny that Chrissy described it as dysfunctional food our forefathers ate. Are we going back to the freaking Mayflower?
Well, I don't know who the hell started all of this, but I know some of it has to do with, I remember, well, my father, of course, eating some of these items. And I remember having a neighbor who also enjoyed, it's not the first thing on my list, but we could talk about it now. And some people I know use it for cooking, and it's very appreciated, is buttermilk.
Yes.
So when you marinate with it and cook with it, some cakes and I think things like that, people use it.
And the best ranch dressing, if you make your own homemade ranch dressing, is made with buttermilk.
Fine, I'm on board. But to pour it into a glass.
Oh, God.
And drink it. There is a generation that will do it. And I remember being given that and saying, you don't know what good is. That's one of those dysfunctional statements I used to get a lot. You don't know what good is, when you'd sit there and fall on the floor, just grossed out and trying to figure out how to solve the problem that just happened to your digestive system. Your body just totally rejected everything in your world.
You're literally sending shivers down my spine.
My father.
I always thought of it as an accoutrement to something.
Something else.
Not
right.
as
Like an ingredient.
Not a main course.
Right.
Like you solo. It shouldn't be solo.
Right. Like you wouldn't just start stuffing cocoa powder in your mouth, like Hershey's cocoa powder, because that's supposed to be mixed with other things.
Yeah.
No, people do drink this. My father, I think my father had an affection for it because his father was a milkman. So he grew up probably having all these type of dairy products that I just don't feel like you should have been meant to drink. And I had a neighbor who absolutely loved buttermilk, just drinking it out of the glass. And I think that sometimes they would even sprinkle maybe
lemon
pepper on it.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
This is the first I've heard of it. This sounds like the old version of what nowadays people drink, that kombucha. Is that what it's called? Kombucha. That's disgusting.
Isn't that the one with all the probiotics?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's great for your gut health.
Okay, guess what? My body was rejecting. I was hearing all of this, and I usually can be swayed because of my history of doing dysfunctional dieting. So everybody's like, oh, this stuff's really healthy.
Right, me too.
And I do make a smoothie for myself every once in a while, and people are like, oh, you can put it, So I'm like, well, it sounds like, yogurt you try to eat because of the good and, healthy enzymes or whatever. My digestive system wouldn't shut up all day. I mean, I couldn't think. It was so loud.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. I don't know what was happening. I was terrified. I didn't know if I should seek medical treatment. It was bad. It was bad. So no more kombucha.
Yeah. Kombucha. Well, I have to share. So we just were flying out. We flew out to Salt Lake City to take my cat out to my sister-in-law. She's my sister-in-law, Kitty, is watching my kitty. But her and her boyfriend are really like healthy. They're into, eating healthy and everything. And we walk into their house and there's this jar of something growing in the windowsill. And I'm like, that's interesting. And then I open the refrigerator and there's another jar of something percolating in the fridge. And I'm like, what are all these science experiments you have in the house? The jar of something on the windowsill was sprouts. They were growing sprouts for, like bean sprouts or whatever,
okay.
Which on a salad I love. Yes, I just never thought of growing my own. And the jar of something in the refrigerator was this kombucha. But it was like a 5-gallon jar of, I was like, no, not for me. I can't do that. No, I'll eat a lot.
Oh, wait, you know what it was? I know about that. I think it was this other stuff. Kefir? What the heck is that stuff?
No, they said it was kombucha or kombucha or whatever it is.
Nick, look that up, because I think what I had, but maybe it's in the same family.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing. Yeah.
But it was called, this stuff.
Kefir, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kibble, I don't know.
Doggy kibble.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to relate buttermilk drinking to modern day kombucha drinking.
You're smiling over there. Did you come up with whatever the heck that was?
No, he's just laughing.
You keep calling it kombucha. It's kombucha.
Kombucha.
Whatever.
Kombucha.
Obviously, they got enough
I think it's kompupa.
They got enough following. My mispronunciation of the name. Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
So,
all right, what else you got on this list of dysfunctional food of our forefathers?
My father would eat this, especially my father worked for General Motors.
Yes.
And he worked weird hours, and he would come home like very early morning and usually make himself a sandwich and stuff and sort of stay up before he would go back to bed before he had to go back to work again. One of the deli meats, lunch meats that we used to have on hand for him, horrible stuff. I can't even explain to you the flavor, any of it. Dutch loaf. Anybody else out there? I mean, is this? It's horrible.
It looks horrible.
It smells horrible.
Oh, does it?
It has a horrible smell.
I've never gone past looking at it through the window of the deli counter, seeing it going, and people buy this? Is that the same loaf? Has it been in there for the year? Because I don't think anyone's buying it.
It looks like something with age spots all over.
Yes, it looks like it's got mold and stuff growing in it. It looks like a petri dish.
It's really
a petri dish on bologna.
It's I got that under that base color of
pink bologna. Questionable.
With liver spots.
Yeah.
So Dutch loaf is pork and beef mixed.
So they say.
Well, it's
so
something.
is a hot dog, but
like you eat it cold?
Yeah, it's a lunch meat. Ugh. And he would put it on his sandwich, and then my father loves Swiss cheese.
Now, see, I do love Swiss cheese.
With Dutch love? I don't know.
Well, no.
And what's weird is I like
stinky cheese. I like aged cheese. I like bitter cheese. Yeah, I'm a cheese. Yes, but
I don't even know how my body again would reject something if I had to smell it again. Like it would be a nightmare. So yeah,
I'm gonna have to next time at the deli counter. You know how they give you tastings? Can I have a sample of the Dutch loaf?
I can't. If you do, I will.
We should run to the grocery store and film that.
That would be hilarious. First of all, they'd probably be watching us like, are you really going to taste that?
Are you really going to buy something? And I'll be like, look, I'll buy something. It may not be what I taste, but I'll buy something. But
yeah, we don't want to buy what we're about to taste, please.
Watch, I'll eat it and I'll be like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, I have a really hard time believing that's a possibility, but you never know.
Yeah.
One other thing I remember that my grandfather used to have stored in the fridge every once in a while, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who maybe remember grandparents or somebody having this.
Yeah.
Pig's feet in a jar, and it's just the worst. It just looks horrible.
Talk about a science experiment in your refrigerator.
And it's in the jelly thing because the fat, I think, coagulates. And I think because he would make sauce sometimes, and I think he would use pig's feet. He did. I never did. Now, I might have accidentally got it because I think he used to also incorporate it when he would make sauce every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't know it. Like it was a brewing in the
like,
sauce.
like an Italian gravy sauce, like an Italian
Sunday
red sauce. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So
yeah.
We have an escapee all of a sudden came into the studio here. One of the dogs snuck in.
Yeah, the pig's feet thing is that's beyond me.
I mean, I'll eat like alligator tail and things like that, but I don't know if you're gonna eat me a big pig's feet. I mean, isn't that what you give a dog? Bone or something, or cow hoof bone? I mean, that it's just no. I'm not eating feet.
Yeah,
sorry.
No, I
don't care where it
blame
comes from, what animal. I'm not eating it.
Right.
No,
I gotcha.
I'm gonna ixnay on the pig's feet.
All right. Oh, maybe use this as a cut. Do we need a?
Kefir is a milk, whereas kombucha is a tea. I was
Oh,
looking that up for you. Kefir is more like is a milk.
that's what I had.
You had kefir.
Yeah, in a smoothie. That makes more sense.
Oh, because it was milk. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never had the other,
You
but I've
don't.
heard it. I've heard it.
You won't get it past your nose.
Oh boy.
I never thought I would ever hear the word coagulate in stereo. But you both said it.
I know we did. And my eyes were closed because I was ducking my head down thinking about this, trying not to gag. And then we both said it at the same time. So we weren't even looking at each other when we timed that.
We knew what we were going for.
We had the visual going.
Yes. Yeah. So nobody in your family had anything sort of similar to
Well,
that?
the only thing I can say that is a food of our forefathers, I'm just cracking up. I find that quite funny. Scrapple. Do you know what scrapple is?
I do. To some, is that that's a Pennsylvania thing, which makes sense because
It's an Amish. It's like definitely a Pennsylvania, like an Amish, like old world kind of a thing. Yeah. It's a little bit along the lines of Spam. A little bit, but probably way worse.
So what is it exactly?
Pretty much probably all the parts of everything they're shredding and in the meat thing. And
Beef or pork?
Gemini, scrapple, please.
Is it served with something else? I feel like it's not
Well-
just the meat, but there's like something else incorporated with it that
I don't
defines it as scrapple.
I don't know. I really think it's just, I think it's the bottom of the barrel of the meat grinder, personally.
And they form it into a patty or something?
Yeah, like it's like it comes like in a, yes. Oh, he's scooting in.
So
Here we go.
Scrapple is a breakfast meat
Yes.
from the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yes.
Made
Amish.
from pork scraps.
Okay,
like
it is
head,
pork.
liver, and trimmings.
It's probably got
Mixed
some
with
foot in there.
cornmeal, flour, and spices.
Yes.
Formed into a loaf.
Yes.
And then sliced and pan fried until crispy.
Yes. And it's got to be pan fried until crispy. It's exactly, yes. That's
Can
what
be
it
made with beef or turkey, but pork is traditional.
Okay.
So, same thing with Dutch loaf. It's a lot of that is that Pennsylvania Dutch. That's
Yeah,
all
but
that
this is fried. So it's got
Yeah.
you fry it till you cut it really thin and you fry it till it's got a little sear. It definitely is a texture. If you're a texture person, you probably won't maybe like it because it can be a little mushy. That's why you want the sear on there. But I actually do like scrapple.
So I wonder if like a lot of these foods you guys are talking about are pretty regional because
Yes.
these are both the Dutch loaf and the scrapple are both kind of out of that Pennsylvania,
Yes.
Ohio, and it's so they're both Pennsylvania Dutch in origin. So.
And they're also what I would consider low income food. When
Yeah.
your family doesn't have a lot of money, you're not eating filet mignon, you're getting scrapple.
yeah.
Well,
So-
it sounds since we spoke of scrapple, and it sounds somewhat similar to what you had brought up, the Spam thing.
I like Spam.
But I remember my mother would make Spam for my father. Again, he would, if anybody's going to drink buttermilk or eat Dutch loaf, why
He
not
would
Spam?
like Spam.
Spam's fine.
So I wonder if the preferred beverage with scrapple is Snapple, right?
Yeah, I'm having a scrapple and Snapple. Don't
That would
bother
actually
me.
taste good together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. The brightness of the fruit juice would counteract the depth of the scrapple. Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. Well, we're just open to sponsorship from either.
The Amish.
But
For their scrapple.
Yeah, for their scrapple. Yes, thank you. But the Spam, the pineapple slice on top of the Spam was
Yeah.
sort of a thing. I think
Yeah.
that's how my mother would always
So they're
present it.
describing it as a breakfast meat.
It is.
Is that when you
Oh,
would
it's
eat
very
it?
much. And,
Okay.
and that would make sense whenever it says it was pork because it would be along the lines of like a sausage patty,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have that sausagey kind of taste. It's more on the meat hamburger kind of texture taste side. But
So, like not like a little bit of a bite like sausage has.
yeah, just a little bit. But there's
So-
a definite texture to it. So, but my dad really liked it. And
Probably the cornmeal and the other things in the scrapple. It
Yes.
gives it that texture.
yeah, it gives it the texture. Yeah. So it's definitely a texture thing. But yeah,
Interesting.
food of our forefathers, scrapple.
Wonderful.
Your next one is another one of my dad's favorites.
Yeah, and I remember having it, but I don't remember my mother preparing it in my house. It wasn't anything that we.
Oh, okay.
Although she may have,
Yeah.
I just don't. I remember going to a neighbor, my friend who used to live next door to me,
And reveal
who
what
I-
we're talking about.
What's that?
Reveal what we're talking about.
Oh, liver and onions.
Liver and onions. Yep.
And I remember when you sat down with her, it was her. She was. I brought her up in some other episodes. She was the one that used to say, if I didn't let her see my,
Oh,
it's the
I'm
I'll
gonna
go home, girl. And again, I don't want to be too crappy because she unfortunately did pass away. But you would sit down, you'd have liver and onions, and then they would always not buttermilk, but regular milk. That was what you drank with your dinner.
I could
which
see that.
We didn't do that in my house, but they
Yeah.
were. They were a little bit more
Was that the
Slovak
okay.
backgrounds,
Was it a family that no matter what the meal was, they had milk for dinner?
probably.
Yeah, see, I always thought that was weird. When I would go occasionally, when I was allowed to go to a friend's house, when I got a little bit older, and when we would sit down for dinner and the family would just automatically have milk on the table, that was an oddity to me.
I think it's a very specific time period where that's what,
Yeah.
especially kids, were
Yeah.
given. Not me. I was
Yeah.
like, where's the Kool-Aid or the Tang?
Exactly. Yeah.
My parents just
Yeah.
shoveled sugar water at
Yeah,
me.
Kool-Aid, iced tea, and in later years, the soda was a big thing. So
Yeah, no.
and what I always hated about it is I gotta have cold milk. Like that baby's gotta be cold. I love milk. I mean, I drink a lot of milk, but it's gotta be cold to the point I often will put ice cubes in it. And
Oh, wow.
it seemed like anytime you went to dinner somewhere, in, another friend's house, and they put milk on the table, like the milk was like the first thing they put out, and then they'd put the dishes out, and then they'd cook the dinner. So the milk had been sitting there, and then it was warm, and so.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Anyways, but liver and onions was one of my dad's favorites. And my mom would occasionally make it for him. She did not like it. She wouldn't eat it. I would eat it. Okay. But I think because my mom didn't like it, I don't know if my mom really, I don't know if she knew how to cook it, or maybe this is how it tastes, but I just always remember the liver being like chewy, like you had to it was tough, So I don't know if that's like what it should taste like, or that's just how my mom made it, and she made it because my dad liked it, and maybe that's how he liked it, but not something I would ever order. But if I was forced to eat it, I could eat it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything you had often,
Yeah.
but I do remember it being something that I don't think too many people, well, because of what we know about the organ meats.
Yeah. Right.
Anyhow,
Ugh.
another thing, a lot of this has to involve my father, and maybe it sounds like your
Yeah.
dad too. It's
Yeah,
just,
it
I think
does.
it's just that age
That
and
age
This stuff you're all talking about.
Yeah.
stuff.
You
my
never
dad-
had?
My dad would eat all that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I think it is. I think
a
it's generation.
So,
Yeah.
like when they would, I had a big family, so we would get a whole cow, right?
Right. Yes.
We got everything.
Yes.
My dad would eat the tongue.
Yeah.
My mom would cook the tongue for him.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't ever
liver,
remember
organ
having
meat.
tongue, but we would buy the whole cow. Maybe she, I don't know what she did with that part of it, but yeah,
But yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it's one, a generational thing. And two, it's a income status type of, a lot of these things, trying to make the most for your money, feed the most, because you have big families, trying to feed the most for what you had. I also think that especially growing up how we did, the dad set the precedence. So you ate what dad wanted to eat.
Oh, that was definitely
Yeah.
the case
Yeah.
in my
The
house.
Eating a liver is a little too Silence of the Lambs for me.
Well, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to be making it anytime soon because you make enough faces about regular food I make, let alone I'm not going to bring home liver.
There's your film reference. for
There you go.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job, Nick. So Chrissy's love language.
Yeah. You speak to me in film quotes, I'm there. I totally understand you. Another thing was we had a neighbor next to us who used to grow rhubarb.
Yes.
And it was an interesting, I guess, beautiful plant because the leaves on it are huge.
Big.
I mean, they almost look like something out of the Jurassic period.
Yeah, they really, yes.
Then what appeared to me in what I can recall of it was the edible part was it looked a little bit like celery stalk.
Yes.
Except it had like a reddish coloring to it with the green. It's a pretty plant. My father would go, again, here comes Dad. He would go over and snap the rhubarb off because our neighbor was very kind and sharing with us. And we would harvest it sometimes because he'd get so much of it. And my mom would make a strawberry rhubarb pie. Which is very good.
Yeah.
But he would snap it off and then eat it raw.
You're speaking my language. Did it all the time as a kid.
Yeah, see, I would do it just because I saw him doing it. It's like sucking on a lemon. It is very bitter.
It can be.
So, but I saw Dad do it, and I was like, oh, I want to be cool, too. I mean, he's eating something out of the earth over here. I'm on board.
Chrissy likes food of the earth.
Yeah, because I'm a big sauerkraut fan.
Not quite Jurassic period, but 2700 BC. It was originally first cultivated in China, Mongolia, and Siberia for medicinal purposes.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, very good.
And then it got migrated to Europe in the 1600s. So there you go.
And then it came here with the Pilgrims, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. My neighbor had a rhubarb plant that was right on the border.
What's with our neighbors having? We didn't have them, but we had a neighbor who had them. Was that like everybody's experience?
And that particular huge plant was right where my swing set was. So I do remember, like, I would be swinging on the swing and then I'd go over and rip a piece of rhubarb. And then, yeah.
Am I understanding correctly, though, that the leaves are dangerous?
I think there is something about they're bitter or something.
Yes, the leaves are toxic.
Yeah.
Yes.
While the stalks are edible, the large leaves are high in a oxalic acid and are toxic, causing health issues if ingested. So
it'll cause a kombucha response to your poochie.
Why did nobody tell me this? I'm just very fortunate. For some reason, I didn't smack
because
down
you
on the
didn't
leaf.
see your dad ever eating the leaf.
Thank God. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
so don't eat the leaves of a rhubarb plant.
No.
Yes.
Stalks only.
All right, so this next one is just wrong.
But it was so popular.
I've never seen this. So Chrissy has on her list Jell-O with celery.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I think my mom would make, with vegetables in general, they took Jell-O, which again is, I think, fairly,
it's just another coagulant like the Dutch loaf and whatever.
Yeah,
but now we've turned it into a.
But you actually create it on purpose. Yeah. It's not like a naturally occurring thing. It's like you make it happen, and then you would stick like celery or carrots or something in it. I remember this.
I've never had or seen Jell-O with vegetables. I've seen Jell-O with fruit in it. I've seen Jell-O with cottage cheese in it. I've seen Jell-O with whipped cream in it. But I can say I've never seen Jell-O with vegetables.
I think this is very...
If you tell me there's Jell-O and broccoli, I'm going to go puke.
I don't remember seeing that. But the carrots and the celery, I remember my mother making for my father. And I think that was definitely a sign of like the 70s. It was a big...
Well, don't forget about alcohol in Jell-O, too. You want your Jell-O shots.
Well, amen to that.
Well...
Yes.
I suppose
it's just not enough. You got to down too much of them. It takes too much space. Just drink the alcohol.
Yeah, I get a stomach ache before I get any kind of buzz off of Jell-O.
I'm looking this up because I got to see a picture. Jell-O and vegetables.
Now, see, I don't remember seeing.
We had it.
Oh,
it is a thing. I'm not lying.
ew.
Yeah,
This might have to be the cover photo picture for this episode.
Oh, well, we got enough to work with. Don't limit it to just that. I mean, that actually looks really pretty. The one that we used to see was just the clear, either like a green kind of translucent Jell-O or something along those lines. And then you just saw like, the vegetable like suspended in it.
This has like Jell-O and cucumbers. That looks like
I think
vomit.
they used to also incorporate mayo.
Oh,
with it.
No.
Yes.
Chrissy, you're making shit up.
No, I'm not. I'm serious. They would put like mayo and Jell-O and vegetables. It was like a savory thing.
All right, I'm going to Google that. I got to see a picture. Jello and mayo.
Just like you talked about the scrapple, and then I'm bringing this up now. You know the other place that you said I turned you on to it. Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link, because sometimes they eat weird stuff and they comment on it. What?
Chrissy.
Is that mayo?
Yeah.
7-Up and mayonnaise and Jello salad. Ew.
Maybe don't knock it till you try it. I don't know.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah.
I need some my Lanta.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's a
God.
thing.
Chrissy, this could be a whole episode just of this. Ugh, move on.
Maybe another
Move
time.
Move on.
And the other thing I was going to comment on, Ovaltine was a big deal, and you wanted to drink it because of the Christmas Story.
Yes.
I had never had it prior to that.
Uh-huh.
And had it, and I was like, horrible. This is horrible. I thought it was going to taste like chocolate, like Quick.
Nestle
the quick.
Nestle Quick.
Yeah.
No, it ain't no
It's
Nestle
malt.
Quick.
But yeah, mold. I like Whoppers,
Yes.
but this is like on a different level. It's just not the way I don't enjoy it. I just don't like it.
So before we started this episode, and again, I often do not see the show notes until right before we record because Chrissy's inspiration often comes at like midnight the night before we record. So
I'm a procrastinator and I work best under pressure.
She does. And that's fine because I work best in just reacting impromptu. So literally right before we were ready to record, I looked over the list and one thing stuck out and I started laughing, and it was the Ovaltine because I just ordered some more Ovaltine in my Amazon shopping cart.
You drink this on a regular basis?
See? Delivered.
You like it?
I do.
Well, it's definitely a matter of taste, so I guess good for you. It's not anything I would
But
want.
I was over here laughing, and she's like, "What? What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "You'll find out."
I figured it was something you actually ordered.
I did.
But I didn't actually see her total list of foods.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I do like Ovaltine. I do like Ovaltine.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people were probably inspired in like 83 or whatever
Yeah,
to give it a shot. Some of you maybe latched onto it and loved it. Not me. Not me.
Oh my.
So this another one is this is really gross and my mother used to make it. And I don't think this was anything my father ate. I think someone else in my household used to enjoy it. But it was basically the organs.
Yes.
Like chicken livers and hearts
Yes.
in a tomato sauce with green beans.
So they made like a little stew.
Yeah, it was. And I remember the texture of those little organs. It was horrible.
So I'm not offended by anything on here. I don't know if I would necessarily order it because of the chicken livers. But I will say I have no problem with eating the heart. So like when you cook the turkey at Thanksgiving, like luckily it's usually just a household of two, but if there's other people present, you might have to fight for the heart because I do like that.
Now, I did one year.
It's an amuse-bouche. It's just a bite size.
Well, it is, yeah. I did make giblet gravy.
Okay, yeah.
I got inspired.
Yeah.
Although people from the South were saying they were so happy when maybe they married somebody who was not from the South.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't
no
want to
longer
share.
No, they didn't want to have it anymore.
Oh,
they
they
hated it. And they were so glad that they were in a family that didn't hold it in such regard to have it every Thanksgiving. I did make it. It's when you first make it, it maybe it was just new to us, but we actually didn't find it that offensive.
Yeah, it sounds very flavorful. I'm sure there's a lot of there's fats and things like that make it, yummy.
Yeah, but and then the next things here are just some weird things that I don't know if anybody else ever did this. I think I just knew weird people who did this.
So this, you're talking about these three ingredients are all mixed together?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Mashed potatoes, corn, and ketchup.
You had me at mashed potatoes and corn. I have no problem with those being mixed together. The mashed potato binds with the corn, makes it easier to eat.
And it turns into a really funky color, man. Yeah. It looks like something you would make like
mashed potato gravy and corn. Mashed potato butter and corn, mashed potato and ketchup. No, thank you.
Yeah. I remember seeing people eat this.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I personally did eat younger, and maybe if you know about ham, you wouldn't think this is that weird, but we'd make toast and put grape jelly on it with ham slices, like a lunch meat.
Yeah.
Make a sandwich.
But it's a hot sandwich.
Well, the toast
bread
is toasted,
was hot,
but it's
the
not
ham
hot.
was cold.
Yeah, it would be cold because the jelly would be cold.
Is this why you don't make ham for Nick anymore? You
No.
had to eat this as a kid?
No, I like ham. He doesn't like ham. But
Oh,
it
I
was
thought you were saying, you like the turkey. You're saying that in my house you would like to come because I don't make ham, it's turkey. That's what it is. Okay. I don't know about how I feel about this.
That might be something you'd be surprised you might like.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to bring up, honorable mention for the spouse over here, because he likes, and he still eats this to this day, peanut butter and pickle sandwiches.
That is, no, I have to say, that's a hard no.
Well, he does. He does.
Cold pickles?
Yep.
Yes. They are out of the fridge.
Actually, you can do dill. You can either do dill or even bread and butter.
Okay, now see, there should be no reason on earth there should be bread and butter pickles. That's the most disgusting thing. Oh. And I hate when you go somewhere. I love a good pickle. Don't get me wrong. Good dill pickle, amen. But I hate when you go somewhere and there's like a little charcuterie tray or whatever, and you see pickle, and you're like, but is that a dill pickle or a bread and butter pickle? And you eat it, and it's bread and butter. Oh, God.
So I do think dill is better than bread and butter with it. But you have what you have there is complementary, because you have the savory of the butter, peanut butter, and then you have the kind of the dill pickle, a little bit of the bite, the sour. Oh, don't knock it till you try it.
I'm really I will eat a lot of different foods. I do have a very varied palate, but peanut butter to me just should not be, it's not savory. I love a lot of different Asian type foods, but the kind that has the peanut butter sauce, hard no on that, no. So peanut butter and chocolate, yes. Peanut butter and marshmallow, yes. Peanut butter and banana, yes. Peanut butter and apple, yes. Peanut butter and pickle, no.
No. Hard no.
No, sorry. Sorry, Nick, that one's all you.
More for me.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. You have one more on the list.
Yeah. City chicken. Does anybody remember eating that?
I like city chicken.
Why did it have to have a stick in it?
Why don't they pull the stick out before they serve it, you mean?
Why do they have a stick in it, period? You're sitting there chomping on it and you smack it out on a stick and almost break your teeth. Was the stick there to hold something together, or was it there for you to pluck the meat, whatever it was, out of your teeth?
That was not an oversized toothpick, no. It had to hold it together because isn't city chicken, they use the thigh or something and they wrap it, and so it falls apart, so they have to have the chicken.
I just think my mother made it a lot. My father must have liked it. And you ate what was there.
Yeah.
Not good.
We had a lot too, because we didn't have a lot growing up. I think, city chicken, it's really pork. Why don't they just call it city pork?
Yeah, right. So, yeah. I like city chicken.
Too salty for me. Ugh.
Yeah. No, I like it. So,
well,
this was interesting. I guess I have a forefather's taste because most of the things on here I was not that appalled with, or I do eat.
But what you were appalled by,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there was a strong reaction to the things, yeah, definitely. So what I'm curious about is I want to know what our listeners, what kind of foods they are grew up with dysfunction, especially for our international listeners. I would love to hear.
Yeah, we would love.
And I hope we didn't offend you by anything, like if you were like the kombucha, whatever.
Hey, we're not judging. We just know it's not for us.
It's not for our little Midwestern taste buds. So. No. But I will also have to say, this is Heart Month for American Heart Association is our Junkies Care initiative. So do take care of your heart. And although some of these foods that we talked about may be good for you, you might want to watch what you're eating because you got to take care of that heart. And you can learn more about the American Heart Association and what they do, not only here in the United States, but they also have some international initiatives, which I didn't know about. It was really interesting to learn about that. So check them out on our website, dysfunctionjunkiespodcast.com, or you can go to heart.org to learn more directly from American Heart Association.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.